here. I want to recognize especially the National Secretary of the African Democratic Congress, Alhaji Baba Saidu Abdullahi. We actually have joint chairmanship of a political party. Joint chairmanship. It's not just national chairman, it's joint national chairman. You know why? I cannot write any letter to INEC. The national chairman cannot write letter to INEC without national secretary's signature. So that makes it joint chairmanship. So when I move anywhere or I do anything, I move with my national secretary because we are joint national chairman doing the party business. So please, I want to make this very important for all of us to understand. And I'm going to make this very simple for us. Sorry. Trying to. The title of my small speech is Beyond Politics and Power. Today, we must commit to moving Nigeria from ICU to global reckoning. That's why we are here. It's not about power. It's not about politics. If it's about power, I won't be here. If it's about politics, I won't be here. But we must agree we want to move Nigeria from ICU to global reckoning. We have the capacity. For about 18 months, when we are on this journey of coalition, I looked at my colleagues on the other side, people who have tasted power. And some of them I knew since 1990. I said, how come some of us got into power and our country is like this? What went wrong? And that's the question I want to leave to all of us. What went wrong? We invested our time from 1980-something, when we were tackling the military, to return to the barracks, face defense, face security, so that the political actors can build the country. Then it took lives. You know, when we decided on Sheikh Musa Yar'Adua's center as the place for this event, I got some nostalgia. You know why? The late Sheikh was one of our best teachers. He was one of our best teachers. At a point, all of us who were following him, we learned how to dress down. Because you meet Shehu, you go to his house, you may want him to go to the biggest meeting, biggest political rally, biggest business meeting, and you just get there, he will just take small, his very cheap a kaftan, put it on, and put on his slippers, and we all go. And gradually, all of us started to learn to dress like him. So instead of going to spend maybe then 5,000 naira to buy the expensive brocade or something, we were looking for the one that was selling for 100 naira or 200 naira, because we wanted to be like a leader that he was. He was one of the persons that was sacrificed in this journey. And this journey, a lot of people have converted it to self-seeking. A lot of people have converted it to making money. A lot of people have converted it to business. So it's not about power that we're here today. It's about transforming our country. I want to appreciate the BOT chairman. The BOT chairman had worked with us from the beginning. when we founded this party, from the day one to the days when we were having the most difficult of times. As young as he is, younger than all of us, but at the point we said, come. We know this man from the time he was a headmaster. That's when we began. A headmaster of a small private school. He moved on, despite the fact he took the time to participate actively, to become a principal. From there, he moved on to become one of the persons who registered a university. From there, he registered a second university. He became a registrar at base. And from there, he joined other persons to establish the Cosmopolitan University. So we respect him. Despite all the time he put into politics, he didn't regard it as somewhere to go and make resources. He had a major interest in educating people. So we decided at the point we have to make him the DOT Chairman because he's a very stable man. So, Dr. Mani, I want to salute you. High Chief Anayareze, where is he? High Chief Anayareze was there from the beginning. The time we were in a small plaza in Nyanya, occasionally, when we are about to submit our list in INEC, himself and our late National Youth Leader, Alhaji Bello, they would be there all night toiling to be able to file the list of people who wanted to contest election under our party. And he's done that job perfectly. Recently, he slept in the office trying to file the list of persons who are running for FCT elections. Maybe he's still on that job, that's why he's not here. So we need to recognize him. Our global grand patron, 93 years old, national treasurer, Calvin Alagwa.
Arise and shine, Nigeria.
This man you see here, as old as he is, if we call a meeting anytime, even if we call it in Sokoto, he can take any form of vehicle. He will be in Sokoto before any of us. The importance of today are better captured in its simplicity. Politics is not always about loudness, and as in Nigeria, ostentation and idiocy. It begins by appreciating the team. Sorry, I begin by appreciating the team, which I've done. I congratulate all of our teams. ADC has always been about building coalition for Nigeria rejuvenation and African renaissance. In 2018, you all may recall, the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, had, after screening and due diligence, adopted ADC for the Coalition of Nigerian Movement, CNN. Then, after due diligence, ADC was adopted. And we moved from our corner shop, what we used to call our corner shop in Nyanya, our corner kiosk in Nyanya, to the office in Wuse. You know, I say this history because some of these people here, working with 12 NEC meetings, over 12 NEC meetings since we started this, trying to put the different dots together. I want to appreciate Honorable Emeka Majuba and Ralph, Governor Ralph Aregbesola, and former minister, former minister of, former Attorney General, Malami Abubakar, I want to appreciate you all especially. When we were consulted, we said we also consulted because we've always been a party that believes in coalition. And we said, we've been consulting. You know what people we've been consulting? We've been consulting with leaders in PDP. We've been consulting with leaders in Labour Party. We've been consulting with other states, as critical stakeholders in Nigeria. From Obasanjo's place to IBB's place to then in PDP, critical stakeholders like former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, and the advice I received from the Waziri was, one of the things I heard is, he said, Ralph, do you people really want to build a party? Do you want us to come in to build a party? I looked at him, I said, sir, that's what we are looking at. And that's why when I was titling this today, Beyond Politics and Power, I remembered one of the things he told me. I want to appreciate you, Mr. President. My very own brother, Peter Obi, I approached him before the last election and immediately after the last election. And the last time, we met at the home of the former president. We had good conversations. And there was one thing he said, come, my brother, I can't understand how you and your team are making this. Because I've been in power and I know how politicians are coming, people who are running party are coming, but I don't know how you people manage. But maintain that tenacity. Something good will come out of it. So I want to appreciate you. I've met with almost everybody on this table, and they gave us very encouraging words. So when at times it appeared that the coalition was wobbly, I never, I was standing firm because I know I got commitments of almost everybody on this table, and they are all very decent. All the steps that have given impetus for our collective endorsement for leadership regime at all levels came from our NEC members and our NWC. All our close meetings, we agreed that the nation is our focus. We should bury whatever differences we had, and we should, in very, very decent way, a day like this, show that we are ready to sacrifice everything for the sake of Nigeria. So, NEC, any member of NEC here, NWC, I want to appreciate you all very, very especially. You've been self-sacrificing. Then, the endorsement that we got, and which we're today going to give to distinguished Senator David Mack as interim national chairman of ADC. Heads together for the sake of our country. So at times I want to feel that the next thing will be, why don't we say ADC Nigeria first? But Arise Nigeria and Shine is great. We don't have any doubt that in demand, we all decided to resign. We all decided to resign so that he can peddle this canoe and get us to the villa. That indeed we are setting in motion a new way of leadership that is boldly visionary, deeply committed to improving the lives of our people and restoring our country. We don't have any doubt. Also, with the same mandate, the approval of Governor Ralph Aregbesola as National Secretary. As National Secretary, with his unparalleled service record and ethical pedigree, is clearly meant to signpost the leadership ADC and all other coalition partners intend to foist on the country moving forward. Look at the two of them. If you know them and you know their service history and their commitment to this country, not about self, you will know that it should be a new beginning. And we want everybody joining us. All of you who are here, you've indicated where you want to go. There are millions of Nigerians who've been calling me. For the last 1 week, I was out of the country because I lost my mother-in-law and we had to bury her in Manchester. But I received over 500,000 calls. I recorded them. My phone crashed. Nigerians are yearning for the coalition.
APC na the only party. APC na the only party. APC.
Nigerians are yearning for change. Nigerians are yearning for coalition because they feel that they want all of you, everybody, to come together. If you're well-meaning and if you're for the country, come together. I congratulate you both, and I want to assure you that working with Dr. Mani Ahmad, who will be on the team with you, working with Honorable Nkem Okando, working with Dr. Bamidele Ajadi, working with Alhaji Balarabe Rufai, Hawa Yusuf, and Elder Festus Ibenova, and other ADC, NWC members and NEC, who you will meet on board, that you don't have anything to fear. And I want to assure you also that I will be working as a member from the bare floor, but I will always be there. My job will not end until the national anthem will sing in the villa. And that will be the new hope, the real hope. The real hope. Nigeria has been in ICU, intensive care unit of the hospital. Lives are being lost every day. And the immediate solution that this government of APC are providing are palliatives. Who do you give palliatives? From the day the government was installed, they started with palliative treatment. Palliative is meant for people who are going. who are disappearing. Instead of re-injecting the economy properly, we started with palliatives. And today, all our hospitals are full. We cannot go to the farm. Security is finished. Our institutions have decayed. What we want to do, and what I plead with the emerging politicians under the new leadership to do, is take Nigeria from the ICU to global reckoning, because we can. Take Nigeria from the ICU to global reckoning, because we can. I look around here, I see Solomon. I see all of you. You can hit the street, you will get the victory, and you can deliver. The moment we have the right thinking, number one, who is focused on delivering quality, who is focused on delivering transformation, who knows that Nigeria has over 20-something% of the African population, and Africa is 50-something nation. Therefore, Nigeria is Africa. So you cannot be so microscopic to be looking at Nigeria or your tribe in isolation. Then you will drown everybody. And with that type of leadership, I want to thank all of us who are here. The job just began. We can help Ralph Aregbesola and National Chairman David Mark. By the way we conduct ourselves, moving out from here. By the way we conduct ourselves, moving out of here. And I got a stubborn call. And somebody called my attention to something flying on the net. Anybody, I can assure you, anybody who writes anything or says anything against what we've done today is not ADC. Yes, sir. It's not ADC member. One media person had confronted me and said, oh, you need to do a rebuttal on this. I said, what kind of rebuttal? I said, you have covered ADC activity for the last 18 months and for the last 6 years. Have you had that person? Where has this so-called person featured in any of your TV documents as speaking for ADC? So today, they start speaking for ADC. So please, we shouldn't be apologetic. We have to be ready for this battle. And so the political, more will come. They will throw all sorts. But the way we are here, we will overcome them. Thank you very much. And God bless all of you.